Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the Blues of May 2017. And I'm starting off with Dario Argento's Phenomena. And this very beautiful release from Arrow Video. Now, this is my third Blu-ray release of Phenomena. I mean, that's how much I love the movie. The other ones are the older Arrow release with the window slipcover and the Synapse Steelbook. And if I had to pick one of the three, I would choose this one. This is the clear winner. And I'm still hesitating about getting the Synapse Steelbook of Suspiria, which is coming out later this year. I'm hoping that Arrow will get the rights to release their own version in the UK. And here's another great Arrow release, Brain Damage by Frank Henenlotter. This movie was a lot of fun, just great fun. I enjoyed all of Henenlotter's movies, except for the Basket Case sequels. I know that those movies were supposed to be silly, but they were too silly for my taste. But I really enjoyed this one. And I got this from the Arrow web shop, which also came with this Elmer pin. Nice little extra there. Hi. You're mine now, Donnie. There's no going back. I picked up the Dutch Blu-ray of the Windmill Massacre. I love this, the tagline there. This isn't hell. This is Holland. Love that. I have the DVD. A couple of months ago I bought the DVD from the UK. And unfortunately, this Blu-ray does not contain the audio commentary, which is on the DVD. So what I've done is I put the DVD right here next to the Blu-ray. So if I want to see the movie with audio commentary, I can always check out the DVD there. But this is a very well made, very entertaining supernational slasher movie. It is a Dutch movie, but it's in English language. About a group of tourists who are going on a tour, a bus tour, and the bus has some trouble, so they need to stop, and then shit started to happen. Next is Brimstone. Now, I did a review video of this movie in January. I will leave a link below in case you haven't seen it or if you want to see it again. And the responses that this film had received were very mixed. Those who liked it really liked it. Some actually called it a masterpiece. Personally, I don't want to go that far. And those who didn't like it really didn't like it. In fact, some of them really hated it. There was one person who left a comment on my review video saying that this is one of the worst films he'd ever seen. And he explained why. And the things that he pointed out were mainly flaws. Now, I'm guessing that he hates 99% of all Hollywood movies because, let's face it, they have flaws as well. But I cannot deny that Brimstone has flaws, because it does. Some are very sloppy. They should have done something about them. Others you just have to take for granted, like the outhouse scene, for example. And this is going to be a very minor spoiler, although you can check that scene out on YouTube somewhere. It was the very first scene I ever saw of Brimstone, by the way. But it's the scene where Kit Harington is trying to hang the other guy sitting in the outhouse. And by the way, the other guy is played by Jack Roth, who is Tim Roth's son. And he looks very much like his father. But anyway, he's sitting on the crapper. And he doesn't notice Kit Harington making a noose right above his head. And at one point he looks up and Harington lets go of the noose and it comes around his neck, and Harington tightens the ropes and tries to strangle him. Now in reality that's impossible, right? It's better if you make a noose outside the outhouse and then slowly put it in, and hopefully, with a little luck, it comes around his neck. But the way it is in the movie is visually more interesting, and it also built a little tension. And that's what I mean about, taking some flaws for granted. It's impossible to do in real life, but it works in a movie, and this scene definitely does work. It's it's very well executed. But I think this is a terrific film with some great performances. This is the Blu-ray, Dutch Blu-ray, like I said before. There's also an American Blu-ray which has this ugly cover, and the American Blu-ray only has interviews. I believe it's the same interviews as the one on here, but as you can see, this one has a little bit more bonus material, like a trailer and deleted scenes. And I like to describe this as a religious slasher western. Now, there's something you don't see every day, right? And I've said it before in my review video that you can also see it as a slasher movie because it follows the same pattern of a slasher movie. I mean, Guy Pearce's character, the Reverend, he's very much like a character from a slasher movie, if you ask me. But yeah, terrific film, and I would certainly recommend it, even though there are some very gruesome scenes in it. Next one is the Indicator release of The Lady from Shanghai, excellent film noir classic by Orson Welles, with Orson Welles and his then wife Rita Hayworth. Wonderful release, by the way. You got the blue and the DVD there, and a fairly thick booklet in there as well. And this is a chapter from William Castle's memoirs about the making of this film. William Castle, he was the director of these 1950s low-budget horror films like House on Haunted Hill and The Tingler and 13 Ghosts. And he was the associate producer and second unit director of The Lady from Shanghai. And he has some interesting things to say, for example, about Errol Flynn. Now, the yacht in this movie was owned at the time by Errol Flynn. And yeah, it's an excellent film and an excellent release from Indicator. Limited to 5,000, this one. When you watch a video on YouTube, you have these thumbnails on the side, right? Of videos that are recommended to you, or videos that are similar to the ones that you're watching, or that are brand new. And when this movie came out in the cinema, you had these videos called Split Movie Reviews, or Split Movie Reviews with Spoilers. And unfortunately, you also had similar videos that had something else in the title, like Unbreakable Sequel, ? Or Are Split and Unbreakable Connected Together, ? Which pretty much indicates that Split is a follow-up to Unbreakable. So when I finally sat down to watch the movie, I was expecting Bruce Willis to appear in the end. And what happens? Bruce Willis appears in the end, playing the same character from Unbreakable. In other words, the ending was ruined for me, thanks to those YouTubers. Now, I understand that you're excited about the idea of Split being connected to Unbreakable and that you want to share it with everybody, but is it really necessary to put that in the title of your video? And you know what they say in the video itself? Oh yeah, this video contains spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, don't watch the video. So they give you a warning for spoilers in the video, and yet they gave away a major spoiler in the title of that same video. How stupid can you be? But anyway, despite the ending being screwed up for me, this is a really good film. You know, finally M. Night Shyamalan made a good film, and this is, you know, definitely his best one in years. And McAvoy is great. I mean, he raised the movie to a higher level. And you know, I read a comment by this person saying that it's the ending that made the movie for me. I wish I could say the same. I picked up season 6 of Game of Thrones. You know, this was on sale on Amazon UK, so I needed to grab it. And you know, in my opinion, this is one of the best seasons so far. And I was surprised that there were a lot of, you know, killings. You know, a lot of characters got killed, especially in the first 5 episodes. It almost seems like the writers want to speed things up, so you know, they want to go to the next season, or you know, they want to go ahead with the story and all that. But yeah, I really like this season, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one. What I'm expecting of the next season is the same thing that I'm expecting of the next season of The Walking Dead, and that is all-out war. And by the way, this release also came with the exclusive bonus disc with 2, you know, short documentaries about inside the fight for Maureen, and the visual effects. That's very nice. And the next one is La La Land. You know, I just love this movie. I've always loved musicals. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Especially the Arthur Freed, Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire movies. You know, they are the ultimate feel-good movies, which I've said many times before. And La La Land is no exception. And you know, it's a movie that we needed. You know, with all the shit that's happening in the world, we need a movie that could cheer us up. You know, that could bring a smile on our faces. And La La Land is that kind of a movie, despite the somewhat sad ending. But yeah, I absolutely adore this film. And this is the Dutch Blu-ray DVD you know, soundtrack CD combo. There's a lot of special features you can see there. It also has a bonus DVD there. Let me take a look on the inside. Now, this is a advertisement. La La Land in concert, a live to film celebration, which is shown in Belgium and the Netherlands. And here is the contents there. And you have the Blu-ray and the DVD. And then on the other side you have the bonus DVD and the soundtrack. And a picture there of Ryan Gosling. And the other one was Emma Stone. And then the other side of the set is like this. So yeah, very, very nice release, this one. And a lovely movie. La La Land. Next, and I am so happy to have these. And I'm pretty sure you are familiar with these versions. These are the Specialized version of the original theatrical Star Wars trilogy. You know, these are the ones without the you know, the CGI from the 1997 special edition and the Blu-ray release. You know, these are the unaltered, you know, original versions, the versions that we all grew up with, or at least that I grew up with. And yeah, it's great to have these. You know, there will never be an official release of these versions, ever. There was an interview recently with Kathleen Kennedy, the president of Lucasfilm, and she was asked if she will, change things on the Star Wars trilogy, and she said absolutely not. The George Lucas's version, we're not going to do anything about it, which pretty much indicates that they will never release the original trilogy. So this is the only way to get them, the specialized versions. And the person who is responsible for that is named Harmy Film. I will leave a link below to his YouTube channel. The name of his YouTube channel is Harmy Despecialized. If you want to know more about these versions, go check out his channel and his videos. And I will also leave the link of the YouTube seller where I got these from. You can get the specialized versions. You can download them from online, but I rather have these physical stuff. Because I am a physical media whore. But the YouTube seller where I got this from, he did a great job with the artwork, as you can see there, the original artwork, and then the other original artwork at the back. And it also contains some Blu-ray ROM content, you can see there, and subtitles. And they did an amazing job. And also important, there is artwork on the disc itself. How about that? That's really great. I'm gonna take a look at the Empire Strikes Back here. I watched the first movie on May 25th, because that was exactly 40 years ago that the movie came out. That's how much of a geek I am. And it looks great. It really looks great, the transfer. Not as perfect as the official Blu-ray releases, but hey, it's the only way to get the original versions, and I'm just very happy with that. I think Harmy is the artwork on the disc. Harmy did an amazing film, restoring the films to high definition. And there's Return of the Jedi. And here's the artwork on the disc there. So yeah, very, very happy with these. Finally, I got the high definition versions of the original trilogy. And I also picked up all 6 of the Blu-ray Steelbook from a seller on the marketplace. I got this for very cheap, by the way. I believe retail they're about 20 euros. But I did an offer on the guy, and he accepted it, so I got these for really good prices. I'd rather wish they used this artwork on the front and then this on the back, but what can you do? I really love the design of Darth Maul there. It looks really good. And then you have Yoda here, which is the only good guy on the front cover. The rest are all baddies, which is a little strange, but anyway. And this is Grievous, General Grievous. I almost forgot his name there. Darth Vader, of course. And here we have a Stormtrooper on the Empire Strikes Back Steelbook. And finally we have the Emperor. And I also picked up this Target exclusive set of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I have the Steelbook already, which I've showed in my previous update, but I just wanted to get this. This is a great set, a great set. with this clear slipcase. This is the blueprint of the Death Star. And you have Donnie Yen and Jiang Wen. Yeah, I've chosen, they're my favorite characters actually from the movie, so I've chosen them you know, at the front. Let me show you the other ones. Did I miss something? No. Ben Mendelsohn as Director Krennic. And it's a very nice ditchy. This is UV code. Very nice ditchy pack with the Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray, and this is the DVD and the bonus DVD, and there's another bonus DVD. This is exclusively available on Target. It only contains let me see here what this has. Oh, here. Inside the Creature Shop and Digital Storytelling. But these are very short little documentaries. They're about 6 minutes. 6 minutes long, you know, each of them. But hey, it's a nice release, isn't it? Let me show you the other side. There you go. But yeah, that's about it. That's, oh, there's nothing on here. There you go. Anyway, that's it for my May update of 2017. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.